All right, so let's talk about how all of this inheritance stuff relates to DNA, or deoxyribose nucleic acid. Let's start with genes. All right, many function of genes are the main function of genes is to produce proteins in the organism cells, and we'll get into protein synthesis in an upcoming video. But proteins help determine your phenotypes. They determine the size, shape, and color of your organism. So here we got an albino crocodile. We have a mutation in it, and its skin cells are not producing the pigment protein they should be, and they're producing actually the lack of a pigment in their skin cells, and that's what makes it look white. Just as a reminder, chromosomes are composed mostly of your DNA. We rival up our DNA into our chromosomes when we begin to go through mitosis. And our DNA is made up of 4 nitrogen bases: adenine and thymine pair, guanine and cytosine pair. A gene is just a section of the DNA molecule that contains information to code one specific protein. This could be a few strands of DNA, or it could be millions of these bases for a single gene. It depends, but a gene is made up of a series of these nitrogen bases in a specific order. So for example, if I have my nitrogen base order right here: adenine, thymine, guanine, adenine, cytosine, guanine, thymine, adenine, cytosine, you'll see on the opposite side of the DNA we'd have thymine, adenine, cytosine, thymine, guanine, cytosine, adenine, thymine, guanine. Because of the way they pair up, that would be considered our specific gene. It might be that many bases, or again, it might go up to millions of different of these bases to align just for a single gene. The more simpler your gene, such as your hair color, the smaller it is. But if you get into more complicated genes, such as your height, then it's going to be a lot more of these nitrogen bases forming. These nitrogen bases are going to be then coded into RNA and shipped off to the ribosomes for protein synthesis to produce whatever protein that cell needs to produce. The order of the bases matters because it determines the structure of the protein. If we switch some of those bases, then the RNA is going to be switched, and then the transfer RNA will be reading a different code, and it will bring a different amino acid to that protein and therefore make a different protein. The order of those nitrogen bases along with that specific genetic code are going to specify what type of protein is produced. And that's pretty much how DNA is going to play into all this.